Irene, and I'm going to explain the simple present. The simple present tense is used to describe things or actions that are done with certain frequency, that are normal or that are true. The structure of the simple present in affirmative sentence is very easy. First, you need to put a subject plus a verb plus a complement. For example, I put a subject like you, then the verb, run, then a complement every week. And this is an affirmative sentence. In the case of the third person, like he, she, and it, the structure is the same. First you have to put the noun, she, then the verb, and then the complement. If you see, I put an S at the end of the verb in the case of the third person, because there are some rules to conjugate the verb when you use the third person. For example, most of the verbs, the only thing that you have to do to conjugate is add an S at the end. Like work, you only put a word, a S, and it's conjugated to the third person. Get, gets. If your verb ends with O, CH, SS, X, or C, the only thing that you have to do is put an ES at the end of the verb. Like go, goes, catch, catches, wash, washes, or kiss, kisses. If your verb ends with a consonant plus Y, the only thing that you have to do is cancel the Y and add an ES. For example, the verbs marry, you cancel the Y and put an ES. Study, cancel the Y and put an ES. On the other hand, if your verb ends with a vowel plus Y, the only thing that you have to do is add an S. In this case, the verb play, ending with vowel plus Y, you only put an S. The verb say, you only put an S. And this is the way that you have to conjugate the verbs in the case that you have to use it with the third person. Well, if you want to do this sentence in negative way, the structure is the next. You need to put first the person, then you need an auxiliary, and then you put the negative way, plus the verb, plus the complement. The auxiliaries that we have to use is do or does. This depends on the person that you have to use. If you use I, you, we, or they, the auxiliary is do. If you use he, she, or it, the auxiliary is does. For example, the same in negative ways is the person you, auxiliary do, negative, not, verb, run, plus the complement. Or in the case of this, she, auxiliary for the third person is does, the negative, not, play, and the complement. If you see, in this case, I didn't put the S at the end of the verb because the auxiliary here destroys the conjunction of this. So if you put the auxiliary, you don't need to conjugate the verb in the sentence. In the case of the questions, the structure of the question is the next. First, you need the auxiliary, do or does. Then you put the person, then the verb, the complement, and the question mark. For example, if you want to put this sentence in a question, you have to do first the auxiliary, the, then the person, you, the verb, run, and then the complement. And at the end, the question mark. In the case of the third person, you have to put the auxiliary for the third person, does, then the subject, she, the verb, playing, and the complement, soccer. If you see, we don't have to use the conjugate in this case because we have the auxiliary here. For the questions, we can use a simple short answer. For example, if you want to answer like affirmative way, you can use yes, I do, or in a negative way, no, I do not. Or in the third person, yes, she does, or no, she does. If you see here, I use a construction. It's very common to do contraction in a normal English. For example, do not is the same as don't, and does not is the same as doesn't. Like here. This is simple present in a very easy way to understand it.